Hello, my last here. Welcome to the video. I just wanted to let you know I do have a Discord and a Twitter if you ever want to interact with me or say hi or have a conversation. And if you ever want to catch these videos live, head over to my Twitch and my Kick and come hang out. I sometimes don't talk. That's unfortunately one of my mini quirks. Is my inability to formulate thoughts as my brain focuses in on what I'm doing, and then I just forget to speak. So I'm always up to hang out and chat with anyone that stops by. So hope you enjoyed the video. How close are they going to get that? They're halfway there. I should also plan for the hyper long build. I love belt spaghetti. I love belt spaghetti. Because if I do that, then I can reconnect this back into the system. Oh, let me just get a flat lift. At that rate. Convert that. God damn it. Turn that around. And it's like invalid placement. That means I need to route it some really weird way. Nope, I just need to cancel that. Not go as high as possible. I mean, I can just route it like that. Oh, yeah. Now, I've been very laissez-faire about letting them just build whenever they want, which I'm gonna need several hundred pieces of metal, or, well, let me just set this to export, so it will at least, like, take the iron and put it elsewhere. That was just meant as a storage for iron. Just so that we have a mandatory amount of iron for us to use for any projects that require it. Which is usually just for repairing the ship. Let's go murder more pirates. Some things I think I might just keep ship-based. Yeah, ship-based. Yep, the land ships of the sea. Or like truck-based is I think this copper situation unless something changes rapidly. I don't think I'm going to change my mind on that. Is how congested this area is. Any more belts, I think, because everything is delivered by truck, will absolutely screw this. Battle patrol ship. Hooray, sulfur mine! We got a bunch of these mines that I can use instead of having mining on site. I want to, because I don't know the overlay. So as long as there is a sliver of path there, I'm okay with that. How's the copper thing doing? Okay. I have enough copper. We technically have enough coal production to never really be running out. So I'm very satisfied by that. I might, due to... I'll keep the iron mine the way it is. I think I'm going to pull two of the excavators off. And a couple of the other equipment. And I'm going to run over here and add them back to the vanity project. So these are out of the ability to be picked up on. I'm just gonna force it. No, they cannot be picked up. So they stop spamming me. That we can't pick up from here. We can't pick up from here. We can't pick up from. No, I don't care. That is not your job. You are not supposed to be able to pick up from there because it is all supposed to be conveyor belt random. Whenever I get like 400 freaking parts. You know, I need to reconnect this belt temporarily, specifically to get more parts. Oh, this one ran out of wood. We ran out of wood? Yes, we've actually ran out of timber. Whoops-a-daisies. Yeah, we'll finish disforesting our lower area, because I do want to flatten and do other things with this area as well. I love how I had to double build this because it was mining so much that it was getting a mountain of dirt. The pain of lack of throughput. The pain. The max pain. Also, this is funny. I actually have iron, but I can't do anything because I don't have enough trees. I don't have wood to make the baser construction components. Whoop the daisies. That's supposed to happen. No, it wasn't supposed to happen? My spine exploding. I do have to make a tree farm at some point. It just has to happen. But I'm going to keep neglecting what has to happen for continued development. I need food. This is now urgent. Bring it here first. I know I told you to bring it to the other thing. It's like, okay, trucks pick which urgent thing you want to build first. They pick food. Understandable. We don't have a pipe! We don't have a pipe! That was a whoopsie-daisies. We lost a whole bunch. Well, we didn't really lose cord because it just instantly went away. So it's not like I lost anything. We're getting more iron in here. The only real danger of doing that is that it cuts into our maintenance supplies. Iron, kind of just deficit spending at the current second, in desperate hope that that will build enough components to finish out the. You know what? I'm gonna schedule this stuff for hire. I wish there was just the auto upgrade priority. It's either I go over here and manually like tone down all of this. I think this reservoir is gone. Yep. It's time to dismantle these pumps. So we don't need the pumps anymore. All we got left is the refinery itself. We don't burn through much oil that fast. But, we're going to need to turn that oil rig eventually. Once we get that, we might physically need 2 oil ships to meet all of our production. Although that will slow down once we fill up our diesel reservoir. The reason why I'm making it so big, why would I have a hyper big diesel reservoir? Is for the sole reason of I diesel is just so critically important. If I run out of it, I basically dead. So I need to have like this massive stockpile of diesel. So once I have a production issue where I literally don't have enough oil, or something has gone wrong, then I don't have to immediately worry about none of my vehicles working. So that would suck. Do 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 do. Right, now we actually have corn. We can add that to our food groups. Because we can add that to our food groups, it improves health. Unity. Oh, we have so much extra unity, I could go to the captain's office to dictate more things. We'll reduce food consumption. And we will... The industrial effects I want. Okay, about the research. I'll just do a health booster. These occasionally appear in your settlements. Or settlements. Some are caused by missing facilities, fresh water. Others are seasonal and cannot be prevented. Their impact can be minimized with medicine, ship exploration mission, bring back severe versions of several diseases. That sounds like it sucks balls. Current disease is cold. We lose 5 health, but we have a health positive, so we're just using natural healing to get over it. With Benefati. I'm gonna assign the rest of these as a higher priority. Need to kind of get these done. I'm just gonna start completing sections of the iron facility. This might as well, like, prioritize working on sections. So once we start getting the throughput out, then I'm not gonna have to worry about the iron situation, and then with the iron situation been put together, it will hopefully self-correct. That's also a big, just utter hope. Now we're taking even more iron ore out of that one section. Okay, did I assign the other one? Yeah, I did. Eh, eh. There's not enough molten iron in that to work. I don't know if that's going to be enough throughput. Actually, let me check the new belt. What does the new belt do? Is it just faster? 1.5 faster, takes more energy to operate, and has a 200%, not 200, 200 throughput out of a 60 versus 60 throughput. What does the Edix 3 do? More of the same. I'll assign an upgrade to that just in case. I'm probably going to turn a lot of this area into farms. I might, once I start doing that, rip out a bunch of these belts and maneuver rejigger the belts to be more farm friendly. Actually, no, I won't be ripping out many of the belts because they are technically over the groundwater area. I want to keep those mostly unobstructed to not have to deal with needing to build pumps and then not having space. At least I have the higher components. I can technically do whatever I want with those. I need 360 to even build that. Oh, I need to check on Trash Mountain. How's Trash Mountain doing? I think I need to start working on Trash Mountain. Get a mining control for this area, specifically. What is the large... That is a pretty large facility, but I don't need that. I'm going to only put it like this. I'll leave it like this for the option. Because I'm gonna only have trash, rock, dirt, slag, stone. There we go, that can sort that out. I'm gonna put an excavator, 2 trucks, and start working on this. I'm actually going to start over here. I want to build a ramp. We will not dump anything out of here than trash. I don't want them to try to excavate, or, well, decide to put mining waste over here. I am literally just making this for Trash Mountain. I'll avoid putting the trash in the sea because it's probably a bad idea. So I'm going to work with the tools. How high is that? That is 14 high. That possibly could threaten to collapse. Look how far that goes. I'm gonna be safe and I'll put it back like that. That's great, I'm gonna do it like this. Oh, it's too low, whoops. Whoops the daisies. Alright, so it's 3, whoops. Pull one of the excavators off of flattening duty, and their entire job is to deal with the trash mountain. It's an endless job until I can somehow get rid of the trash. Technically, I do have a way to get rid of trash. It's called trash burner, but I don't want to start doing that yet. No, the reason why I'm not going to try to dig under the thing is because it's going to collapse down. It's going to be forever collapsing. I'm just doing this preemptively before I get such a massive pile of trash that I physically can't do anything with it. Or like it starts jamming up the system. So look how much trash they produce. That is just near endless. Hopefully, he's only ever going to get trash out of this heap. So then the site that's under this control, the truck can just ride over and start dumping it on the right. So it begins. The moving of trash from Trash Mountain into the second part of Trash Mountain. There we go. We got the first bit of the facility working. I'm going to focus on getting the second bit of the facility working. Did a lot more damage than we probably should have. Well, screw it. Since I'm here. Oh, Phil's facility's about to stop working. Urgent. Urgent. This is just gonna have slag in it. High priority export. There is a range on this thing. Good to know. Now we're gonna get that leveling tool back out. So they still have dumping area. That's one little touch they could probably do is add some damage effects to the ship if it gets damaged. It's good that there's not enough slag being produced that it immediately clogged up the line, but if I didn't pay attention, it would have probably gotten the clogged line. Ooh, it looks like they finished the internals of this, too, so that the both ways are working. We just need to get up the blast furnaces operational. That's the other thing is these lifts actually store a bunch of material. There we go. Slag is now being dumped. It's good that I put that alert on. So even one of these things has already easily burnt through all of the crude oil pretty fast. Turn on the beacon again. Alright, we actually just dismantle that mining tower. Send that resources back. Oh, I could do this. Because I want it to work on all of the pile. I don't want it just to work on one section. Oh, other than that, it looks like we're about to get. We must really starting to ramp up this construction. Keep putting these on pretty high alerts. Just get these parts out of the way. And so this doesn't have enough throughput. Well, we do have the advanced components. I could prioritize getting throughput for this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that hyper fast speed, I love it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna upgrade the throughput of all of these. Except like screw it, I'll just upgrade that as well. The coal looks like needs less speed throughput. That one was for whatever reason backwards. I was able to fix that. You know what? Screw it. I will just upgrade the throughput of the coal as well. Might as well since I'm here. And then it turns out there's a big blast furnace, and I wasted all of my time and resources building these. I do need to update these conveyors. I might keep the slower ones at the bottom. It's just the main belt that needs the speed, not the side stuff. Preemptively upgrade the main belt over here. We need time to process the resources anyway. We got trains, but how my setup is, I don't think I need them currently. Yeah, I'd like that done, please. Should I upgrade the slag belt? Urgent. I think the current slag belt's fine, as it's able to get rid of its slag at the current rate that everything's being produced. Well, I've definitely fixed our iron shortage. So we are actually now producing this at a pretty great rate. But I will be updating these components now to speed up production. Yeah, I'll also upgrade that one too. Upgrade that one too. What happened to limestone? Do we just not have enough production of it? If belts didn't require components, I would build a belt all the way over there to not have trucks do it. But I think it is just we don't have enough production. So I will now queue up another chain link. Concrete mixer. Take water, we take... How do we make cement? That is the true question. We use limestone and coal to make cement and pollution. I might actually do that. Because 18 limestone plus 3 coal, or 9 plus a half of the coal to make 3 cement. So it takes half of the required material to make cement. If we go over to back over to the mixer, we need... why do we need sand? We need sand, gravel, or crushed slag to make 24 cement. And to do all that, so it adds a whole bunch of steps to the process to make theoretically more cement for less limestone. But it does require me to mine sand, or at least manufacture sand. What can I get? How do I manufacture sand? That's the question. So I might start using the waste from mining to manufacture. Alright, so you take rock and you turn it into gravel, and you take gravel and you make manufactured sand. Alright, so I might start actually not using rock for dumping and slag for dumping. I will only be using dirt for the foreseeable future. So even though I don't have the ability yet, because I'm trying to, you know, build a fuel refinery. I just gotta make another entire new side project. Alright, so we're gonna have this concrete mixer. It can take makes 3 cement. It needs at least 18 crushed slag. Well, I also could just use the gravel. But technically it's more efficient to crush the gravel into sand. Because I need less gravel. Because I already have slag no matter what. So... So I need 1 crusher for the crushed slag. Is cement, what is cement? Is that on a belt? That's on a belt. So I need a warehouse for cement. I will then get the rotor kindling. I'm actually going to remove it over here. And we're going to get the first crusher, which will be for crushed slag. Where's the conveyor belt system? Instead of dumping it, they will dump it here and put it in that. How much manufactured sand did I need? I need 6. So go back to the crusher. Oh, this is a small scale manufactory in terms of what it does. So for the first bit, I'm going to get the storage for the crushed sand. I'll get the crusher. And I'll get the storage for the gravel. And then we get the crusher for the rock. And then the storage for the rock. I need that flat conveyor for the cement. Yeah, just get a flat lift then. I'll just get a smokestack and put it on top of it. Now I need the loose belts for coal, and then I get a limestone loose belt. There we go. The belt was backwards, whoops-a-daisies. Now we got our new concrete manufacturer. That technically, maybe probably, I don't know, might be more efficient. Or at least will save us resources. Or, well, because I'm already throwing the stuff into the ocean. Might as well, you know, use it for something else. I think that's also a flat belt. And set the concrete slab for export. It's not export, that is me being dumb. We'll put this at a high to get done, specifically. So we can, brain. with some manufactured sand, and then we got gravel. This, technically, crushing the rock into gravel ain't gonna do nothing extra for me. We don't need any more refugees. We'll explore that area. Yeah, we need to upgrade these belts, because that was the one thing with the builds being slow, is they never have enough, you know, coal in the system. So they can't ever produce enough steam to fully max out turbine production. So bing bing boom, the turbines never could really run at the max capacity. And there we go. We don't have enough coal in the system again. It is by tradition I need to start moving equipment around. That's full. Two scout ships. Like they're that big of a threat. Looks like everywhere is actually running nominally. So I think for the first time in a long while, need to build more excavators. The main problem is still gonna remain being diesel. I put the wrong lift there. Is that gonna be same for another one? Hypercritical, urgent. Get it done. And then we'll just uh, another source of slab. They're physically... That's good to know that we have all of the potatoes we could ever want. I gotta trade for more fuel. Problem is I don't have the ability to get more fuel. I think that is the max I can explore right now. We don't have the ability to get the fuel tank for the ship. I might have to get that second fuel forward. Problem is I need... So, I just am bottlenecked on parts. I need to, like, get a lot of this stuff done. Finishing out a lot of this confusing spaghetti. We'll see in a minute. Whenever they finish all those pipes out, whether I selected all the right pipes to finish. Oh, yeah, I need to finish that one long pipe. Oh, yeah, this one long sour water pipe. Well, finishing that, I can't get rid of the sour water, and then the sour water is just going to build up. Saving the sour water for now because I want to use the sour water later in the processing stage of sour water. Yeah, I'm gonna put this on secondary priority because I do want this stuff to be finished so I can actually start producing even more concrete slab to make more construction. And then everything else can finish on its own time. That's just the way it's gonna work. Because it's the main bottleneck right now for at least making more construction parts is slab. We keep having the, oh, we have a, can I trade for potatoes? I have excess potatoes. Can I do anything with the excess potatoes? Isn't there like a thing somewhere that takes the potatoes and changes them into something else? There's the, yeah, it's this thing. I could take that and turn it into fuel gas and compost. Alright, that's another production chain I don't want to, like, figure out now. I'm just gonna go ignore it and just keep having excess potatoes. Oh yeah, we need to get that pipe done so it can, you know, take the stuff and start converting oil into gas. I'm gonna shut the line off. Because I don't want it to keep giving it more fluids in there, so we're just gonna shut the valve off and therefore for later in case there's an emergency. Like slowly start filling up the steam line. Alright, so what does this require? Alright, there we got our first portion of the refinery working again. Oh, well, working total. Uh, technically using it. So, just so it finishes this stuff out first. I'll have that work on its second. Because the other one was barely keeping up with how much diesel we use. The second one is going to at least make excess. I'm going to turn off rock and slag. So they can only use... Actually, I want this to notify if it's full. I don't want that. Mm. Yeah, the fuel station is empty. Yeah, just slowly start burning that off. Now, we got most of the really expensive stuff of the oil refinery done. It's mainly the piping that needs to be finished. urgent that. This is just to centralize the collections. If it gets full, I'll allow for dumping again. That poor excavator's just been out of fuel for ages. Yeah, having a fuel station is kind of a detriment, but it does prevent them from leaving their work sites. Yeah, I'm gonna set these on higher priority to get them done. Because once that's done, it'll start routing into the fuel network. Or the fuel station. And then the fuel station will take its fuel, start running around, and delivering it everywhere. Ah. So it technically does make it faster. No, no, no. I've realized that concrete is actually absolutely more worth it than stone. I'm going to shut down the limestone manufacturings. There's no point of running them. Oh! Just having boost is so much better. I'll also boost the Standmaker 9000. Also boost Slag Crusher. I have a derp. I forgot to do a crush slag storage. I'll do an urgent on the crushed slag storage. And then I'll put a build from that into that. Also labeled as urgent. Then we can make even more concrete. As soon as we're making concrete slab, we are taking it out and shipping it off. As soon as the fuel plant gets done, I will then prioritize getting the other oil rig fixed. Actually, I need to set up the port for the next oil rig. I will keep these at a 10, at a 9, just so they're a lower priority. Pipe 1, that's a pipe 1. Technically, they don't need fast fuel. They're not that often. Then we get the fluid storage Mark II. Set them as a priority 10, and set that as a priority 10. Let's see if the copy tool helps. No, it does not. I'm lazy. I'm not gonna deal with it. So now we get pipe 2. Because I noticed that was way too low. There we go. Where's mining designation? I think it's terraforming. Those trees are removed. I'm just gonna mark back here as mine as well. Okay, 21. Doing the math for a second. It's like my brain's like, nope, nope, math, nope, math, nope, no, no, no. I do need more housing too for the second oil rig. So there should be enough production as long as the entire thing is constantly going. So there should also be enough steam in the system as well to at least, you know, be chilled out. Also, this being a fuel station means everything can stop here for fuel. So I don't have to run all the way over here. So there's a bunch of mine sites that work right there. Alright, now we can soybean farm. So how do I make... You take fertilizer 1, limestone, and sulfur. You make fertilizer 2. You can use a chemical plant to take oxygen and nitrogen and make fertilizer 1. That's interesting. I can also, you know, dump fertilizer to the ocean, because of course you can do that. Paper. I know there was another thing to get. Organic fertilizer. Organic fertilizer. You can take biomass and turn it into compost, turn it to organic fertilizer. So I know there's a waste facility I could add on to the city. Yeah, This mixer does a lot. So, how much biomass? Okay. But this will take biomass, convert to fertilizer, also take animal feed as well. I don't know how much biomass that it's going to make. Actually going to move this one over slightly. I might not need to do this, but I'm going to do that in case the amount of biomass that they are producing in the city is just way too much. Let's remove the... Dude, this is literally just waste processing of the city. This will take compost. Technically, I start using dirt here. I don't know if I want to actually start doing that. The compost and water, turn it to fertilizer. Now I need to get the city upgrade of waste biomass collection. What is biomass in terms of storage? That is a loose storage. But then I'm gonna get loose U-shaped lift. I do love that I can't go with the 6th level, and you have to be a very specific angle to actually use that. What is compost? Yes, compost is a part of this process. And then I need a water pipe. I will upgrade this pipe. Specifically, actually no, don't upgrade. I'm going to move this pipe up around downtown. And drop down there. And only upgrade this section of pipe. And then is fertilizer a liquid? Fertilizer is a liquid. Who knew? So that means I need to build a fluid storage. I'm gonna build like this. And where's the pipes? There's the pipes. Now, the thing that we're constantly out of It's actually veggies. For whatever reason, we're out of veggies constantly. So I will prioritize getting fertilizer to the veggies first. So veggie, I'm gonna give them a priority number 1. They should receive the fertilizer first. Fertilizer 2 is the best fertilizer, specifically. Oh, the organic fertilizer can't change it up. Well, I could do crop rotation. Although, let me actually see how fast I make the fertilizer before I really decide that I want to make pure, constant farming farms that don't actually ever stop to rest. Because I already have all the potatoes I could ever want. I am potato maxing. Max potato. Oh yeah, I need to convert that sour water to something. Chemical plant. Oh, how the fuck do I get ammonia? I take hydrogen and nitrogen, I get ammonia. Wasn't there another way to use sour water? Sour water gets me nitrogen or water. And sulfur. So I have 18 times 5. What the fuck, calculator? 18 times 5. Is there any... I thought I saw it and there's an in-game calculator. Or am I actually just tripping? Pull the desktop. Times 18 equals 90. These sour water plants, that's 36. So I need 3 of these sour water plants to actually be able to get rid of the sour water that is produced by max capacity running facility. Now, how to get hydrogen is the true question. Mm, wait a second. That's not nitrogen. That is ammonia. Wait, I just make ammonia already. I'm a derp. I just need oxygen now. And I can take organic fertilizer and turn it into fertilizer 1. How much ammonia do I make? 9, 9, 9. I need 12. So 9 times 3, dirt. Brain is too tired for this. 27. I guess I could just route the pipes around. Mm, are all the water tanks full? How's the water doing over here specifically? Yeah, we are actually pretty going through a lot of the water reservoir. Oh, I can't store ammonia, right? Oh, yeah, I can. This will be the water storage. That was backwards. Whoops. I get pipe 2, run on the back. Actually, I want to raise the air like I usually do. Now I could actually feed off of the system because that doesn't take much steam. And the ammonia goes in there. I'm gonna reverse the pipe. And then the water goes into there. And then the ammonia will come out of here. Oh, screw it. It could stay on the ground at that point. No, it can't. Get off the ground. Then I'll put another fluid storage cooling tower. Water retention. If I wanted to keep the water from this, I could. So this takes 48 water. This would only produce 12 water. So I could rig up a complicated system that would save the steam and cost less water, but I cannot be asked to redesign that. Oh yeah, well, I was doing it intentionally. Grab this, and I want to build 2 of these. We'll do 3. This will be organic fertilizer, request all. And then we get another pipe. Oh, did I need to build a 3rd one? Where's the chemical plant? There it is. 'Cause I'd rather have like hiccups in production than possible overflow. This pipes the ammonia. This pipes the fertilizer. And the last one's water for no oxygen. Because you're burning off nitrogen. So we need oxygen production. And I need oxygen over here. Although we need 18 oxygen per. So I gotta go find the plant specifically for that. Yeah, I need more math. So I technically would need 2 plants. Alright, go to liquid storage. Go back, grab 2 air separation plants. Oh, yeah, a humongous smokestack. Get rid of the nitrogen. That was convertible. Then I need to route pipes through here, over here. Is that what I meant to do? And I gotta build 3 stack of fluid containers. Followed by even more piping. And this will have fertilizer 1. So I have fertilizer 1. Isn't there another thing I can do with fertilizer 1? Wasn't it like a mixer or something? I could take limestone and sulfur and make fertilizer too. So yes. So I'm gonna make a lot of fertilizer one. 45 per. So taking that, the mixer is going to take in 30 per. There's definitely going to be enough sulfur in the entire thing, so I don't have to worry about that. So 45 times 3. That's that max production capacity potential. Divide that by 30. I would need 5 mixers to possibly not run into short or overfill. And that's all hinging on making organic fertilizer. This is gonna make 48. So sulfur loose material. Yes. So I need to make loose storage. And then I need to make this. It goes forward by 1, so they're not so close to the plant. Mixer. I get it. Looking fader. Shape lifts. Oh, we probably need a U-shape lift over here too. Now I need to pipe all fertilizer 1 all the way over there. Because that's making fertilizer 2. Fertilizer 2. Fertilizer 2. Oh yeah, now I need to build a belt system for the limestone. Which we use a lot less limestone now due to we don't use the current system. I probably need to build more views. Alrighty dighty. Building these really complicated systems. I guess that's what Captain of Industry is. You just build really complicated shit. Again, using all of my tier 2 construction components. Like I don't need to build anything else. But currently, I'm probably going to prioritize all of this stuff first. where's that anabolic thing? We also do have the ability to make glass now. All right, gonna get that stuff done. The really advanced component stuff takes a while, I know, to manufacture, especially when they're not manufacturing anything. Why you delayed? Not enough slab. Is there something bottlenecked over here? No. Maybe the trucks are just not grabbing it yet. Yeah, it's the trucks are not grabbing it yet. There we go. Currently, at the current rate that will go, it'll never. This will never, like, fill this up fully. So unless this produced just so much organic waste that one thing can't keep up. So mainly we don't have enough oil to make diesel. Any quick trades for oil? No. Make contracts for oil? Not that we can make. I don't have to really worry about the sour water at the current second, because we're not really getting... Okay. Since we're not getting oil, I have to give this a higher priority than that stuff. Because I'll probably be finishing the oil rig before we actually grab... the full extension to the refinery. Because we kind of need it. Hopefully we don't overflow on sour water. Also prioritize this as a priority 6. So they'll get some more housing in, because we technically need more housing. Not have enough water. I'm gonna turn these pumps on. Maybe there's just not enough water being produced. It's good to know there at least be an outlet for all the extra water the solar plant will make. Oh, okay, we're still good. We're starting to gain ground on coal. I could do a thing where I could build some fluid storage tanks near the uh, power plants. And essentially give the power plant a higher priority to get water. Than the farms. Yeah, we're not going to be producing that much fertilizer. I'll put this to 6 as well. So we'll priority work on this. Start repairs. Give this a priority number 1. So we're gonna start giving all our parts to repair the oil rig. We're also gonna go to the diesel generators because I'm wondering if that is factoring into my calculations for power. I'd really rather that not be factored in. Yes, that was. So I have 24 megawatts maximum capacity for power. Gonna take a bit to get enough parts to fix that other oil rig. I'm guessing the diesel's at the... Yeah, a lot of the diesel's over here. The other thing is, if I'm really that hurting, I could go track down the other oil well. Start pump jacking the oil out. Ah! I could do that. Yeah, I'll do that. I use 60 per. Yeah. What's the throughput of a pipe? 200. Mm. 20, 40, 60, 80. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. 140, 160, 180, 200. And now I just gotta route a massive pipe from there to the oil refinery. This will also be a very temporary oil pipeline. Oh yeah, I forgot to build the section of the fertilizer 2 plant for where the fertilizer 2 goes. That is 300 units alone to get that pipeline from there back to the oil refinery. Do that, then launch that, launch that. That only needs basic construction components. The main hurdle is getting that pipeline done. Almost there to getting that oil rig done. Because it'll take some time to stock up some oil in the first place. Take a little bit of break. I'll be right back. Thank you for stopping by and watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a subscription, leave a comment, a like. Maybe head over to my Twitch and Kick and follow me there and say hi. I hope you have a great, wonderful rest of your day.
The night is young, but it feels so old. A story written, yet never told. The mask is heavy, the air